Hi everyone, I'm Miss Davena. Welcome to Story Time. Today we're going to be talking about caves and caverns, especially caves and caverns in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of different ones that we can explore here in our beautiful state of Pennsylvania. In fact, here at the library we have a special contest and activities going on the whole month of October with different things that you can do in the caves of Pennsylvania. So there are activity packets that can be picked up here at the library, and we have plenty for everyone. So make sure you ask your mom and dad to, or a special grown-up to have you come and pick some up here at the library. And again, there's all kinds of links for activities and books in the description box below. But let's go ahead and we'll get started with our hello song. Ready? Everybody help me out. So help me sing. And we're going to do it 2 times. Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you? Hello everybody, and how are you? Again. Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you? Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Good, I'm so glad. I'm glad you're here with me today. And we are, like I said, talking about caves and caverns. So my first book that I have for us today is called Exploring Ecosystems, and they are different things that are living and different systems here on our earth. And one of those is a cave. Caves, there's all different kinds of caves, and we're going to talk about the types of caves today. But this book is by Siemens. And oh my goodness, look at those beautiful colors in that picture. So we're going to learn all about caves. Look at the blues and browns. And there's water in this cave. This is a cave. A cave is a large hole in the ground. Most caves are formed by nature. Look at that. Caves can be found all around the world. They form in rock, soil, and ice. They're found in places where the ground is mostly made of soft rocks. Some of the places wind and water carve large holes and tunnels in the ground. It takes many years for wind and water to wear away the rock. And this is a mammoth cave in Kentucky, and has over 400 miles of tunnels. Look at all of those tunnels and see the water there. And if you ever get a chance to visit, we have Penn's Cave here in Pennsylvania. That's pretty nearby here. That has an underwater cave as well. And there's Woodward Caverns, there's all the Crystal Caverns, Indian Echo Caverns, Lincoln Caverns. We have many, many, many different caverns and caves nearby here in Pennsylvania. So there's all kinds of animals that could be in the caves. Look at that, and insects and plants that might grow. A cave ecosystem is a place made up of animals and plants that need each other in order to live. Plants, fungi, and lichens all live in caves. They are an important part of a cave ecosystem. So see all the different kinds of plants. There's mushrooms, which is a fungus. There's lichen. Here's a cave entrance where there's the ferns. They grow sometimes in the very front of the cave. Oh my, look at that. There's a bear and a bat. And what is this? It's a fish. Many different animals make their homes in the caves. Oh, and there's a mouse or a pack rat and a different kind of, it's kind of like a lizard. Caves are full of rocks. Some cave rocks hang like icicles. See that? Does anybody know what those kind of cave rocks are called? What do you think? Well, they do look like icicles. Who knows what these might be called? Yes. Very good. They're called stalactites. And they come down, stalactites come down from the top, so tights, and stalagmites come up from the bottom. Miners dig for gold and silver in caves. The digging can hurt the caves and the animals that live there. And some states make laws to keep caves and cave animals safe. So some caves are just for show and you can't mine there. Some are on private property and people just visit them. There might be some along different hiking trails, and there's a list that's also on our website with the contest that has a list of different hiking trails here in Pennsylvania that have caves along them that you can go inside and look at. Scientists go into caves to learn more about the plants and animals there, and they need special tools to get in and out of the caves. Some of them are really deep down in the ground, and they might have to use like a bucket or an elevator to get down in there, and they have special lights on their helmets so they can see what they're doing. People who visit caves should not take anything or leave anything behind. So if you find a really cool rock in the cave, don't take it away, because that's not good for the cave. And then another boy or girl that comes to visit wouldn't get to see the pretty rock that you found. And I know that's hard, but a lot of the commercial caves around here do actually have gift shops where you could get something like that. But always ask first. So never just take something out of a cave, because you don't know what it might hurt if you do that. So that was my book about caves. And we have different types of caves. So there's glacier caves, and a glacier cave is a cave that's formed in ice. And most of the caves around here are what's called limestone or solution caves. They're caves that are formed when a solution of water and carbon dioxide seep through the cracks in the Earth's surface, and it dissolves the limestone below. So you might have a bunch of rock and stone, and as the water mixed with carbon dioxide starts to go down through the cracks, it makes it go away. And a sea cave is at the base of a cliff that is formed and by the force of the waves. And then there's a sandstone cave that's formed when wind and water loosen and carry away sand from a cliff. There are underwater caves, and there's a lava tube cave. It's a tunnel-like cave that results when the outside of hot lava gets cold, and then the inside just kind of drains away. So it makes the water makes the outside hot like a crust, and then the inside just kind of goes away and moves away because it's still hot and liquid. So those are the different types of caves. And then we also have a thing called cave zones. So remember when we were talking about, let's see if I can find the picture here, the different plants and the animals that could grow. So see here how we have the opening of the cave and there's plants growing there? That's called the entrance zone. So there's 3 different zones. The entrance zone has a lot of life. There's ferns and moss, and they grow on the cave floor. There's a lot of different animals that might come and visit, like the bears and the bats and spiders and porcupines. And it kind of looks a lot like, if you're in the middle of the woods, it looks a lot like the rest of the woods do. And then there's called the Twilight Zone. And this is the zone where the light is really kind of soft, dim, and you can't see real well. That's where they have to leave the cave at night because it's dark outside and their eyes need to adjust it to find food. So that might be like bats or owls or snails and salamanders. And this is where mushrooms might grow. And then there's the dark zone where it's really, really, really dark inside. And that's where most of the worms and the fish and the beetles would live. But guess what? They never leave the cave because if they do, they would die. And they can't, most of them, they can't live in the sunlight, and they wouldn't be able to see because most of the time they're blind because there's no light, so they don't have any need of eyes. So there's 3 different zones. It's called the entrance zone, the twilight zone, and the dark zone. So we have those 3 cave zones. And then my song that I have is called Inside the Cave, and it goes to the tune of It Must Be Santa. So where do critters come and go? Sun shines in and green plants grow. It's the entrance zone in a cave. So where do critters come and go? Sun shines in and green plants grow. It's the entrance zone in the cave. Where is there a little light? Bats sleep at day and leave at night. It's the twilight zone in the cave. Where is there no light at all? Unique critters hug the wall. It's the dark zone in a cave. We'll sing that one more time. And remember, there's 3 different zones. There's the entrance zone, the twilight zone, and the dark zone. So the entrance is where there's light and things growing. Where there's only a little bit of light and bats might be, that's called the twilight zone. And when it's no light, it's completely dark. It's the dark zone. And when you can also sing this song, like you can echo, so I could go, where do critters come and go? And you would go, come and go, after I say come and go. So it would be like, where do critters come and go, come and go? Sun shines in and green plants grow. It's the entrance of the cave. Where is there a little light? Bats sleep at day and leave at night. It's the twilight zone in a cave. Where is there no light at all? Unique critters hug the wall. It's the dark zone in a cave. So what are the 3 zones in a cave? You tell me. Right, ready? We're gonna go. The entrance zone, so that's where you go in. That's at the front. The entrance zone, the twilight zone, and you can't see anything at all, dark zone. Very good. That was excellent. So I have another book for us, and this isn't necessarily a book about caves, but it takes place in a cave, and it's called The Very Cranky Bear. Do you ever get cranky? Do you get really cranky, like you're really tired and you're hungry and you just want to be left alone? Well, that's what happened with this bear. He just wants to sleep, and we're going to find out what happens. And this is by Nick Bland. In the jingle jangle jungle on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends found a perfect place to play. Moose had marvelous antlers and lion a golden mane. Zebra had fantastic stripes. And sheep? Well, sheep was plain. Plain means he didn't think there was anything special about him. But guess what? Everybody's special. None of them had noticed that someone else was there. Sleeping in that cave was a very Cranky Bear! Oh no! Roar, went the Cranky Bear. Roar, roar, roar. He gnashed his teeth. Show me your teeth. And stomped his feet. Stomp your feet. And chased them out the door. Uh-oh. So in the jingle jangle jungle on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends had nowhere warm to play. And I don't know if any of you boys and girls were in my story times last year. You might remember the sign for play. So if you remember, make a Y and shake it. This is yellow. But if you take 2 Y's, so both hands, and go like this, this is play. So they were looking, they wanted to play in the cave. But they woke up the bear. Wait a minute, said the zebra as she scratched her furry chin. Where's your chin? Maybe if we cheered him up, he'd let us come back in. If I didn't have stripes, said Zebra, I'd be cranky too. We should give that bear some stripes. That's what we should do. Ah! Stripes are silly, Moose complained, especially on a bear. My antlers always cheer me up. Let's give that bear a pair. Do you think that's what the bear wants? I don't know. Stripes and antlers. Uh-oh. What do you think the lion's going to say? What do you think he's going to say they need to give him? What do you think? Yes, very good. No, 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 said Lion. Antlers are a bore. A golden mane like mine, he said, would cheer him up for sure. What do you think? Uh-oh, look at the sheep. She's like, I don't think so. So Zebra fetched a can of mud and Lion some grass of gold. Moose got 2 big branches. And Sheep, well, she just got cold. So she's standing there, see her, outside in the rain. And they're going in. And they're going to go put these things on the bear. I don't know if that's a good idea. Sheep was getting worried. They've been eaten up for sure. She's wondering, where are they? They're still in there. And she's like, oh no, I haven't seen them. And then from inside the cave, there came a very cranky, everybody help me out, roar! Uh-oh, look at them all running. Zebra, Lion, and Moose ran out, and Bear was right behind them. They hid behind the bushes where they hoped he wouldn't find them. Why is he still cranky? He's got antlers, stripes, and a mane. Before we gave him those, Lion said, he looks so very plain. Oh boy, he just looks silly, doesn't he? He doesn't look like a bear anymore. As Bear stormed back inside the cave, he turned and roared at Sheep. All I really want, he said, is a quiet place to sleep. Uh-oh. So, what do you think Sheep's gonna do? Anybody have any guesses? Yes, what do you think? Ooh, that's a really good guess. What about you? Sing him a lullaby? That's a good guess. He might not like that though. He said quiet. Let's find out. So she fetched a pair of clippers and she sheared off half her wool and she stuffed it in a cotton bag until the bag was full. What's she making? A pillow. She tiptoed back inside the cave. "Excuse me, Mr. Bear. Would you like a pillow for underneath your head?" So she asked him very nicely. She didn't go and make him do it. She asked, didn't she? "Well, thank you very much," said Bear. And soon he fell asleep. Maybe he was dreaming of a plain but thoughtful sheep. So they gave him something so he could sleep, and then they had a nice warm place to play. The end. So just remember, when you do go visit caves and caverns here in Pennsylvania or anywhere else where you might go, to be kind to the animals and the insects and the plants that might be growing and living in the cave, because we don't know, that's their home, and sometimes we might disturb them. So you wouldn't like somebody to come and wake you up in the middle of the night and when you're sleeping in your nice warm bed. So just remember, it's fun and it's really cool to go visit caves, but we have to take care of them too and be kind to the animals that live there. So we have one more song that we're gonna sing, and I will show you the song, and it's "Are You Sleeping?" And I'm gonna put this over here because I have some activities for us, and we're gonna find, I have my cave, and then I have all my little bears. And I have a brother bear and a sister bear and a mother bear, a father bear, and a baby bear. Yeah. So it goes to the tune of "Are You Sleeping?" And you're going to help me find mother bear. Ready? Here we go. "Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, mother bear? Mother bear, it is getting cold outside. It is time for you to hide in your cave, in your cave." Uh-oh, what do you think is next? Father bear, yes. "Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, Father bear? Father bear, it is getting cold outside. It is time for you to hide in your cave, in your cave." Who can find sister bear for me? Good, very good. "Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, sister bear? Sister bear, it is getting cold outside. It is time for you to hide in your cave, in your cave. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, brother bear? Brother bear, it is getting cold outside. It is time for you to hide in your cave, in your cave." Uh-oh, they're all getting stuck in there, aren't they? What's left? Baby, yes. Ready? "Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, baby bear? Baby bear, it is getting cold outside. It is time for you to hide in your cave, in your cave." Very nice. And we're also going to talk about the signs for these. So we have mother, remember? So mother, father, sister, brother, and baby. So we have the bears, bears. Yes, so we have Mother Bear, Father Bear, Brother Bear, Sister Bear, and Baby Bear. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Little bears, little bears, it is getting cold outside. It is time for you to hide in your cave, in your cave. And I know this isn't the tune, but or the topic, but who knows what it means when bears sleep all winter long? What do you think? Oh, you're close. What about you? It's a big word, and it's hibernation. Yes, and that's what bears and a lot of other animals do in the wintertime is they sleep and they hibernate and they don't come out until the weather warms up. So a lot of our animals might be getting ready to hibernate in a cave. So that's another reason why we have to be careful when we go into caves that we don't disturb them or wake them up, because they need to sleep in the winter time so that they can make it through. So again, today we talked about caves and caverns, and like I said, there's lots of different links to activities and books in the description box below, but also check out our library website because we have all kinds of activities and games and contests going on this week for caves and caverns for Citizen Science Week, and in conjunction with the National Space Institute, we are doing some activities that all revolve around caves and how caves can have an impact on our everyday life. So that's kind of a cool thing. I bet you didn't realize that a cave might impact your life, that might make a difference in what you do every day. So there are different ways that we could find out about that. Well, thank you again. Thank you for coming and helping me with my story time. We'll go ahead and we'll sing our goodbye song, and I will see you next time. Ready? We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye to all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands like this. We clap our hands like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We clap our hands like this. Yay! Thank you. Goodbye.